Yolande reveals her sexual assault ordeal to Patrick after confiding in Elaine. Patrick confronts Pastor Clayton, urging swift justice. Yolande agrees to report the pastor but insists on going alone. Meanwhile, Lorraine Stanley announces new roles post-EastEnders exit. Dawn Gillet takes the lead in Death in Paradise after Ralph Little's departure. Yolande requests that Elaine Peacock, the only person in whom she has trusted, tell him about her experience. In a confrontation with Pastor Clayton, an abuser, Trueman takes a bold stance. After the pastor sexually attacked the character last month, the character was devastated. Yolande has been dealing with what happened ever since, but she hasn't talked to her loved ones about it. But her actions have worried everybody, especially her lover Patrick, who will eventually learn the truth in subsequent EastEnders scenes. After Yolande approaches Elaine Peacock, the only person in whom she has confided, to tell him about her experience, a startled Patrick chooses to speak with Pastor Clayton right away. Yolande agrees to report Pastor Clayton to the church authorities and rushes to stop him. Yolande insists on going alone, even though Patrick wishes to accompany her in reporting Pastor Clayton. When she informs Levi about the sexual assault she suffered at the hands of Pastor Clayton, he is moved by her courage and immediately agrees to look into her complaint. Later on in the week, though, Patrick is unhappy to learn that Levi has arranged a meeting with his superiors for the following week. He finds it unbelievable that the process is moving so slowly. In the cafe, Patrick confronts Levi and threatens to take matters into his own hands if he doesn't go on. Before Yolande gets there, Patrick confronts Pastor Clayton at the community center after noticing him making a show of himself and begs him to stop. What plans does she have to assist in the prosecution of the deranged pastor? Next week, EastEnders will include a special two-hander episode starring Rudolph Walker and Angela Winter, who play Yolande and Patrick, as part of the narrative. It felt only right to produce an EastEnders two-hander episode, executive producer Chris Crenshaw said to the cast and viewers. You have talent like Angela Winter and Rudolph Walker, and you have a story that deserves time and space to explore. Yolande and Patrick are having the hardest conversation of their lives, and having an episode devoted to them allows us to convey their narrative in a genuine and real way. I'm in awe of the performances Angela and Rudolph have given, and they've handled such a challenging and sensitive subject matter. After the episode ends, Lorraine Stanley of EastEnders announces another new role. After leaving the BBC One serial opera EastEnders, Lorraine Stanley has announced that she will be taking on a new role. Karen Taylor, played by Lorraine, moved out of Albert Square last year and is set to star in a feature film. Now, she's made public a new onstage endeavor. Later in the year, the actor will portray Queen Rat in a Dick Whittington pantomime in Portsmouth, which runs from the end of November to New Year's Eve. I'm very excited about this. It's going to be awesome to see Panto in my hometown with my old friend Jack Edwards, she posted on Instagram. Ratty is coming to play King's Theatre. Get your tickets early and I'll see you after the show. Tickets start at £10 and can be purchased right now. There will be a date for a laid-back performance in addition to a British Sign Language performance. She will be starring in the previously stated feature film, Departures, which also stars a number of prominent soap opera performers, such as David Tagg from Hollyoaks, Liam Boyle from Emmerdale, and Ollie Rhodes from Waterloo Road. Despite leaving Walford, Lorraine's character Karen made a brief return this year to further the plot surrounding her son Keanu's death at the hands of the Six. Lorraine is expected to return to the soap opera in future scenes after Keanu's body was discovered. Digital Spy is aware that it will only be a temporary comeback. Dawn Gillet, the new main detective in Death in Paradise, is who? Discover the former EastEnder who rose to fame in Baby Father, before going on to play Doctor Who and fall in love with a Happy Valley actor. In the crime drama Death in Paradise, Dawn Gillet has been revealed as the new lead, taking on the role of Detective Inspector Mervyn Wilson. The actor, 57, will make his screen debut in a full-length Christmas special later this year, and he will play a character who isn't too happy with his new surroundings when he lands to the picturesque island of St. Marie from London in a brand new series in 2025. But the star's most well-known roles were from Sherwood, EastEnders, and Doctor Who before he joined the warm Caribbean. On the dating program Streetmate on Channel 4, Dawn made his on-screen debut. He was interviewed as a contestant's friend. But in 2001, he landed his big break as Johnny Lindo in the film Baby Father, starring opposite Diane Parrish, his future co-star in EastEnders. Don has acted as a detective before. In 55 Degrees North, he portrayed Detective Sergeant Nicky Cole. Inspector Mervyn won't be his first detective job. Fans of Doctor Who might also remember him from The Runaway Bride, a 2006 Christmas episode. Later, in 2008, he became Lucas Johnson, a serial killer, on EastEnders. In 2010 and 2011, Don was a nominee for the British Soap Awards Villain of the Year category. Following the death of Trina, his ex-wife, in a raking accident, his character killed Owen Turner, Denise's ex-husband. After his character was arrested for their murders in July 2010, he departed the soap opera. He returned briefly in 2016 and again in 2020 before departing once again in 2021. In addition to playing psychologist Blake Albrighton in the TV series The Lock alongside his now-rumored partner Siobhan Finneran, the performer joined Holby City in 2014 as consultant anesthetist Jesse Law. Don has a somewhat discreet life off the scene, however he and his ex-wife, actress Tracy Whitewell, have a 17-year-old son named Flynn. The couple used to share a Bedfordshire home, although it's unclear when they broke up. Flynn's 8 and he's very rowdy, Don commented about his kid in a 2014 interview with the Sunday Post. I believe he carries some of my playful genes. I enjoy my job, but when I get home, I have to take on the role of parent and make sure my son doesn't get too wild. Although he is a sweet child, he enjoys running around the house and is rather energetic. You have to give yourself enough time to calm him down before he goes to bed at night if you wind him up to play. Siobhan Finneran, star of Happy Valley, and Don have been romantically linked in recent times, but they have never publicly acknowledged their relationship. Their most recent sighting together was on the red carpet at the TV Choice Awards in February, where they were photographed holding hands. Being offered the new lead role in Death in Paradise feels like a deeply loved and incredibly precious jewel has been placed in my hands, Don stated, discussing his new role in the hit BBC series. This is a great show with a big heart, and people's affection for it keeps growing. I want to always remember it and always be appreciative, modest, and committed. Even at the most trying moments, when every muscle in my body cries out for me to jump off the set and into the nearest ice-cold lager, swimming pool, or sea. Don is a fantastic performer and we're happy that he's joining us as the show enters another exciting new age, said Red Planet Pictures executive producer Tim Key. I'm excited for the audience to meet Mervyn and see what we have in store. We have big plans for the new series and beyond. It follows the 5-year tenure of former show star Ralph Little, 44, who announced his retirement from the lead role in Death in Paradise in March's Series 13 finale. Please subscribe our channel.